Claire. First of all, thank you for ordering your shades through Throwing Shade, and apologies in the amount of time it's taken to get this video to you. So let's get started. You should have your fabric attached to the PVC, and you'll notice that there's a flap of fabric not attached to any PVC, and that's for you to decide whether you want to keep that piece of fabric and stick it down with the double-sided tape. I think I've given you a small roll of it. I quite like that thick rounded edge that you get from tucking it over. However, you could also cut it off if you like that really nice sort of crisp, sharp finish on the edge. Totally up to you, but that's for you to decide. Once you've decided that, you need to, along the long edges of your shade cover, fold what we call the kiss cut. So you fold all the way along, and then gently peel off the PVC. Now, I say gently because some of the fabrics have a tendency to fray, and I have painted anti-fray on your fabric, so that shouldn't happen, but if it does, just get some scissors and snip those little frays off. And if it's still fraying, you can get some watered down glue and stick it down, but it shouldn't do. This product says that it should stick down. It binds the fibres, I think is the scientific explanation for it. So you take that off all the way along the edge, and you do the same on the other side. So if I just fold this down, or I'm using weights, by the way, to hold my fabric down because I didn't have time to lay it flat under some books. But if you can do that, it will make life much easier for you. So this is the same, fold it over, and we pull gently along, see, pulling away from the PVC. Down. Okay, now, the next thing you need to consider is whether you want your shades to be pendant ceiling lamp shades or for table lamps or standing lamps. And that matters for when you start doing this, the rings. So you'll have the same tape around the edge of your rings. Now, if you want it to be a ceiling light, you have to make sure that the ring with the inner ring is facing upwards. If you want it to be a table lamp, it would be the other way around. Okay? Your fabric isn't directional, so it doesn't matter which way your actual panel goes. It just matters which you need to consider which way you want it. In fact, no, you won't even have to do that because yours is not directional. Sorry about that. So, right, what you do now is you find the edge of your tape, and once you've found it, you have to, it's quite tricky, but when you get it, you have to separate it, and the tape underneath is clear. So just separate that from it. And pull all the way along. And now if any of it lifts, any of the clear stuff lifts, just squeeze it back down. This stuff is really sticky, and it doesn't matter if it sticks to your fingers, it will still stick to the actual PVC. So you take that off all the way around, okay? And you can set that down. I always start with the one with the inner ring because it can sit up on its own. Then we'll do the same to a single ring all the way around.